Welcome back, guys. We are starting another episode. Today's episode 30. We're getting close to the 50s, 20 more.
Jeez,
Yeah.
episode 30, bro.
Yeah, we're getting closer to episode 50 than I don't know, I had something in my head.
We're more than halfway through is what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
I read it in your mind.
Yeah.
Could you imagine when was it when we started this last August-ish? No, September.
It was like September time.
Could you imagine we'd still be doing this? I did.
I mean, yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's
But
still,
even then, 30 episodes doesn't seem like a lot.
it doesn't. But
you know what I mean?
it's because we have a consistent schedule where we're posting every Sunday, not posting 3 times a week and then 2 times a week.
Yeah, it's literally posting every Sunday.
Yeah.
And that's the way it's been since
Yeah,
the first episode, to be honest.
We might be doing something crazy, episode 50, so who knows?
Who knows? But for this episode, I got some big news.
Ooh. What is it, Pablo?
So, in November, I'm going to be a dad.
Hey! Pablo's going to be a freaking dad. Holy cow.
Yeah, it's cool. So, I'm excited. I'm pumped. Nervous, anxious, scared, everything you can think of.
All of the above. Check.
Yeah, dude, literally. Because I'm like, dude, how do you take care of a baby? They can literally die at, I think there's this thing called, SIDS. It's sudden infant death syndrome or something like that. Where, your baby will just literally die.
What the heck? Really?
Yeah. Or if you're, if they're sleeping and they're laying a little funny and, their jaw isn't fully, strong, they'll literally choke themselves to death.
Dude, what the heck? I bet you've been thinking about all that stuff. Holy cow, I can't do that because then there's a chance.
Well, I didn't know about that stuff until yesterday before bed. Karen was telling me all this. I'm just like,
you're like,
how am I going to go to bed right now?
Yeah.
But yeah.
You guys found out a couple months ago, right? During spring break?
Yeah. During spring break. And it's kind of funny because I had always wanted a kid, and then last year, 2021, we were always like, oh, when we were in the military, it would have been such a good year, or this would have been such a good time, and we always said that. And then, I guess we're just gonna have to wait until after we graduate from school and after Karen's a dentist and all this stuff. And early this year, I was her and I were talking, and we were just I told her, I'm like, look, we always say, oh, back then would have been a good time. And we did the math, and we're like, okay, if we're gonna have a baby, literally right now is the time to do it, because she's gonna give birth in the later part of the semester, and then she's taking minimal classes during the fall, so that way she can focus on her the last trimester and then taking care of the newborn baby and all that stuff, and then she'll have the spring of back to school, and then the summer, and then in the summer she's starting her dental program, so right now is the perfect time to have one for us. At least we have a window to be able to have one, and we're just all right, let's try. And dude, we did the math, and I think literally within the first 2 times trying, she got pregnant.
Dang. So this whole time your pullout game's been pretty strong.
Yeah, dude, I've been saying, dude. No one believes me.
It's as soon as I started trying.
Yeah,
right
no, it was literally like that. I don't know. We're all right, we have to try now. And I think that was in January, late January. No, it was it was early to mid February.
So during Valentine's Day is what you're telling me.
Yeah. It was definitely, I don't know if that specific day, but around that time is when it happened. And yeah, I mean, she missed her period one day, and then it was and then I was just laying in bed one day, just reading stuff to try to get up for the day, and kind of little motivational stuff. And all of a sudden she just comes and just throws a test on my chest basically, and then I'm like, what the fuck? And I look at it and I stare at her for 2 minutes. I was like, no way. And I looked at her and she's like, I'm pregnant.
What were your initial thoughts as soon as she threw it at you? You were like, what the heck's going on? Or were you just too asleep to understand?
I think it was a lot of just what the fuck? I just couldn't. I thought she was pranking me, and then I thought it was I don't know, just it didn't feel real.
Yeah.
you know. And it's not until we had the ultrasound, the first ultrasound, a little bit ago, and then we put out on Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff for the like friends and family to see. That now it's like feeling a little more real, and we have like the ultrasound pictures, like with the magnet on the fridge and all that stuff.
So you like see it every day on your way out to work or something like that.
Yeah, well, every time I open the fridge,
yeah,
bam, the baby's right there. You know.
Yeah, dang, dude, that is exciting. I'm gonna be an uncle.
Yeah, dude.
It's so crazy to think about because I mean, like you said, you guys, or I feel like most of us are always talking about like, oh, like we'll wait during this time once we're done doing this so we can start like doing something that we want to do, or for like your example, like starting a family. I feel like it's never a really perfect time to do anything. You just kind of have to like do it.
And that was one of my arguments when I was talking to her. I'm like, dude, it's never going to be a perfect time. There's always going to be this. There's always going to be that. I'm like, yeah, we're not the most financially stable. I'm like, but our parents weren't either when they had us.
Oh, they were probably way
worse off than we are now, you know, because right now it's just me and her. But like with them, it was like mom, dad, and then like the kids.
That's the thing I don't understand too. Like
how they made it happen.
Yeah, and they have 5 kids.
yeah. And mom and dad, honestly, in my opinion, did a pretty good job about making us not feel as poor as we probably actually were.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we never had like the best, like the marca or nothing.
We definitely had Burger King every Sunday, that's for sure.
Yeah. And then once dad found out that Little Caesars was cheaper and closer, that's what we had every Sunday.
pizzas.
Yeah. You'd bring home like 2-3 pizzas, and then we would just have that for like lunch and dinner that day. You know what I mean? But hey, like where there's a will, there's a way. There's government programs out there that'll help you out. And I mean, it's like part of the grind, you know? So I don't know. It made me really pumped to be able to have like, hopefully everything goes well. She's in her 11th week, so about to finish up the first trimester. And I think once you hit the second trimester, like statistically, miscarriages are way less common. Like they're super
way less
uncommon.
likely.
Yeah, so in the home stretch.
Yeah, we're hoping for the best because we want to see a new baby born in November. Is there a chance that they might be born on your birthday?
Nah, because it's too early in November.
Okay.
If it was like November like 16, then maybe. Because generally I've heard that the women who are first term pregnancies, like the very first one, that they tend to be pregnant for like 41 weeks, like a week after. But I don't think they let you go past 41. If it's like the end of 41 weeks and you're still not giving birth, like they induce you and then they make you give birth. So yeah.
Dang. So like, how do you feel? Like you're gonna be a dad, dude.
Well, it hasn't really hit too much. Karen's wearing maternity pants now, and she's starting to get a little baby bump. So I think once like she's got this big old bump walking around, it's gonna be like whoa. But what's crazy is that my birthday November 23rd, I'll have a kid by then.
You will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be holding a little.
Holy cow! Yeah. You're gonna have a baby by your 26th birthday.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and by this Christmas, we'll have one. All the holidays, which kind of makes you think. I'm like, I don't know how we're gonna do the holidays.
Yeah, are you
like
guys,
if we're even gonna go anywhere?
Like, are you guys gonna try and travel or just be like, hey, like
I don't
just
think
come
so,
over?
bro. I don't think so. I think we're just gonna chill where we are, and so if you want to see us, come see us. If not, like, still love you. Like, ain't no shame. You know what I mean? But
well, I mean, it makes sense because your baby will literally be like a month old.
Yeah, no shit, like a month old.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, a month and a half around those times.
Because I know, well, Gabby's cousin had a baby, and well, I think they had it during like peak Corona time, and they like literally didn't ever go anywhere. It was probably because of Corona, but like we didn't see the baby until he was like almost like 6 months old, just because like they didn't really want too many people seeing him.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, just to like protect him, which just makes complete sense. It's like I mean, honestly, if we really wanted to see him, like we would ask them if we wanted to, like, if they would let us to go see him at their place instead of be like, hey, can you come over? Or like, hey, why aren't you coming to this event?
Yeah.
And I mean, we did, but we didn't really have any time to do it. But I feel like for you guys, staying at home is probably going to be the best thing to do.
Yeah, especially because there's so much diseases that can happen. Because we all have immune systems, but fresh babies have literally no immune system. And they're starting from scratch, you know? So it's like what's a little cold to you can like be deathly to the kid, to the little baby.
You're gonna have to bundle the baby up.
Yeah, and kind of limit. And it's like, if you're sick, sorry, but wait till you get better.
Yeah. Also, Pablo and Karen are waiting to see the gender until it's born.
Yeah.
Which is crazy in my mind. Like, I could not.
Honestly, I don't have like. I mean, obviously, I want to know, but
Uh-huh.
I don't have like a want or like a need to know until the baby's born.
Like, not even to have a gender reveal party?
No, I don't really care, because at the end of the day, it's like whatever like it comes out is fine,
as long as it's healthy.
Yeah, healthy, or even not, but like as long as like it's a baby and I can like work with it, you know what I mean? But if it's a boy, like, cool. If it's a girl, cool. Now, if I had my preference, if I could choose, which, I mean, technically the males do choose, but I would have a boy.
So if you guys know Pablo, if you guys like know him, I think he's more of a girl's dad. So like,
bro, why does everyone say that?
So I think you're gonna have all girls, bro.
You know why? It's because I'm a little I've always been very gentle and soft with people.
Bro, you're really good with kids.
Dude, barely.
I'm super awkward around kids,
bro. I feel from the outside it may look like I am, but I feel awkward as fuck.
Because like when I'm talking to kids, I'm like, I feel like I try to be like gentle and like happy, but in the outside I probably look like a wall. I'd be like, yeah, like do this, or like haha.
well, you know what I noticed and what I try to do, because there's so much like parenting stuff that I want to like more like new age parenting that I want to adopt, but I feel like it might put the podcast off and people are like, bro, these two dudes are talking about babies, get the fuck out of here.
Bro, who cares? It's our podcast.
Fuck you, bro. But what's it called? But I've noticed, or more recently, that like what sometimes I don't like is that when kids are treated like kids. Like, yes, they're kids and they should be treated as such, but at the same time.
Do my taxes.
It's like, yo, I'm having trouble with my calculus homework, dude. Help me out here, fam.
It's like, yo, you live under this house? Jeez.
It's like you really live here rent free, man. Like, you gotta start paying up. Yeah, but what's it called? But like when talking to them, especially like toddlers or like little kids that are like first, second grade, I just talk to them in my normal voice. I don't try to like high pitch my voice or make it sound baby.
I feel like that's what my issue is. That's what I try to do, like high pitched voice, like, oh, it's a baby type of thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like I do that, and then it just makes it awkward because I never do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So like, I'm not used to ever talking like that. So when I talk to a kid like that, it's like I think when we first met Val's kid, I'll bleep her name out just so, because I don't know if they want it out there.
Yeah.
But when I first met her, I felt really weird like talking to her. I felt like I was talking to like a toddler, but like now it's just like, what's up?
Yeah. Well, it's because she's also a very special kid, because she's basically like a little adult. You know what I mean? She literally hangs out with a bunch of adults. But yeah, like with her, I just talk to her how I normally would. Like I don't raise my pitch on my voice to talk to her, because I remember when I was a kid, I would hate when people would talk to me like that. So I'm like, why am I gonna talk to other kids like that?
Yeah.
Like I would hate when people would talk to me like I'm little, because when you're a kid, you just want to feel grown up.
You want to be a grown up when you're a kid, yeah.
Exactly. So if you treat them like they are, and like give them responsibilities here and there that are a little bit out of their range of like their age, but they start like, especially if they want it, you give them little pieces here and there, and then they start wanting it. And because the goal is to raise a kid who's like super independent, which I know can come with its pros and definitely its cons, because then the kid's like, fuck you, mom, dad, I don't need you guys. Yeah. Or like they just start saying like, being hella rude about some stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like you're raising, because I feel like your goal as a parent should be to raise a functional member of society.
Yeah, and if you guys have any special advice for Pablo, leave it down in the comment section. And while you're there, go ahead and subscribe and like the video.
Oh.
But like, I don't know. I agree that you should, or I think it's better to maybe talk to the kid as like a mini adult to an extent.
Yeah.
But I feel like talking to them in a high pitched voice, I feel is when they like are toddlers. Like can't even walk type thing.
Yeah, but even then, when it's like a fresh new baby, like I'm gonna try not to talk to my baby like that.
Bro, as soon as it's born, you'll be like, oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
probably. But I like phase in and out of it. You know what I mean? Just because I feel like it's just so fucking cute.
Yeah.
You know, naturally, because I talk to Otis like that sometimes. But I feel like if I'm just like trying to talk to the baby or whatever, I don't know. Like, especially when it starts understanding, just more like, hey, bro, this is the way it is.
Yeah. So
You know?
Gabby wanted me to ask you this question for this specific podcast.
Okay.
Because she knew we were gonna talk about this.
Okay.
So now that you and Karen know that you're gonna like you have a date, not necessarily a specific date, but like November.
Yeah. Well, November 5th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the date November 5th is when your guys' life is basically gonna change forever.
Yeah, dude. If it hasn't like already started to.
Yeah, like you're gonna have a kid, you're gonna have your own family. Like things are gonna be different. In a good way. Mm-hmm. But so she wanted me to ask you, do you guys feel like you want to do anything before that time comes? Like get anything out of like your chest, like go out somewhere before you have a baby? Or, like something that you always wanted to do, like you want to do it before you start a family?
Well, I would like to travel. Like I would love to go to Japan.
You go back to Japan?
Yeah. To Okinawa again, like to take Karen. I think that's on the list. Take Karen to a concert because we've both never been.
And I mean, who's to say you can't do all this after the baby? I'm just saying, like, if there's
anything. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff like that, and a lot of it involves just like moving about and traveling and all that stuff. But with all that comes money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Money runs this world.
Yeah, literally that. Because the goal, dude, honestly, the goal isn't even really to be, like, rich. The goal is just to be financially free.
Yeah. Like,
have enough money to do whatever I want. Whatever dollar value that ends up being. Like, if for me, like, let's say it's $100,000 or, like, 150 or 200 grand a year, then so be it, you know? Like.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty stable. Like, you could get a decent house with that salary a year.
Yeah, and if I'm making that, and let's say Karen is too as a dentist, especially when she specializes in something, like
that's 200-300 grand a year.
Yeah, I mean, you guys save half of that or more and live off on like a quarter of it, then why not? You know, start throwing it into Cardano. Recently had a big.
I saw that,
fucking,
dude.
You know, big dip.
Bro, I'm so glad that I only put $20 into Cardano.
Yeah.
I don't think any of that is there anymore, but
yeah, just wait like 20 years down the road when it's all the way up here
or all the way down there.
Yeah. Where it's literal dust.
Yeah. So there's not really anything that you want to do before the baby's born?
Yeah, I mean, just travel. I'd love to go back. Like the one that's more feasible is going back to North Carolina because I loved it there. It was so much fun living in North Carolina.
Like going back to live there or as a vacation?
Well, it's a vacation, but like low key, possibly live there one day would be nice. Like Raleigh area or even like Charlotte, however you pronounce it. It's CH. Isn't CH Char?
Technically, yeah, but
because charcoal.
But how do you say like Cheyenne? You can say Cheyenne.
Oh, I'm about to know. Yo, Cheyenne.
Cheyenne.
I never thought about that.
Or China, we say China.
China.
Yeah, so you guys have been thinking, or maybe down in the future, moving back to North Carolina.
Yeah. I think if we were to like relocate to another state, would probably be there.
It's really nice over there. The only thing I like dislike is the humidity, but honestly,
but that was only on the coast where we lived, like more center in Raleigh area. Yeah, it's a little humid, but it's not bad, and it snows there too. So you kind of get all the seasons again, but the snow isn't nearly as bad.
Okay.
It doesn't like what we got this morning. It's probably like the worst it gets over there, snow wise.
It's middle of April over here, and we got snow this morning. It's freaking nuts.
Yeah, it was a lot of snow too. But like that's probably like the most it gets. So honestly, like it's nice. The only thing I don't like about it is the motherfucking bugs.
Oh, I remember
bugs.
when Gabby and I went to go visit them a couple years ago over the summer. It was in August, and there was this one specific day where there was this big flying cockroach stuck in the house,
in the cupboards.
in the
You were there
cupboards.
for that?
Yeah, you were
Oh,
freaking
dude.
out, dude. You had like the broom, and then you're like, dude, I'm gonna break every single plate in there to kill that thing.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah.
Oh, I have that memory, but for whatever reason, I don't have you and Gabby in
Dude,
that
because you were
memory.
so focused on trying not to die from a cockroach.
I was literally like, well, I think it's because I knew, but because I think that's the second time it happened, and the first time I hit it and like it kind of fell, like, and you guys weren't there that time. I hit it and it fell, and all of a sudden it got up and it flew, and bro, my skin crawled. I freaked. I was like, no way, this cockroach just flew. So then when you guys were there and it was in the cupboards, in my head I'm like, bro, if these dishes gotta go, they gotta go, bro. Like,
so this thing flies.
yeah. So I was gonna just risk all the
plates,
yeah,
or whatever, not silverware.
yeah. I was gonna say cutlery, but it's not cutlery. Plates.
We'll stick to
China.
that.
My fine China.
Yeah, dude, that is freaking crazy. I'm still trying to wrap around my mind that you're gonna be a dad. I mean, I feel like you kind of already are a dad just because kind of you have Otis and Alma.
Call me fat.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
No, I'm
But
kidding.
yeah, I feel like I'm a dad because I have a teenager at home.
Yeah, literally.
Like, I literally.
There you
have
go.
a-
Alma's giving you some experience of what you're gonna experience.
Bro,
in 15
Alma's giving me
years.
experience of how to talk to a fucking teenager, bro.
Yeah.
Because God, sometimes like tiene la cabeza hueca. Bro. When you talk to her, just like
She's giving you a little
in
taste
one ear out the other.
of what it's gonna be like in 15 years.
yeah, yeah, literally. It's
okay,
alright.
so now, would you rather deal with a girl teenager or a boy teenager?
Well, I feel like a boy because I was a boy teenager, so I feel like I can kind of relate. You know, and I feel like the kid will gonna have some kind of my genes, or even then like maybe like obviously carrying like her family's genes. And I talk to Jamie every now and then, and I know his mindset. It's a very teenage boy mindset, you know. So I kind of try to talk to him about some stuff. So I feel like I'm not saying it'd be easy, but I would definitely have a smoother time talk going in and out.
I feel like regardless, a boy would be easier just because the girl is going like going through way more things than the boy is during that age.
Yeah. Nah, dude, I don't know, but supposedly Karen says it's a girl.
Dude, yeah, I think it's
everyone
a girl too.
says it's a girl. So
It's gonna be a girl.
I mean, if it's a girl, fine, you know. But
have you guys thought about names, or do you want to say it?
yeah, we have some, but it was gonna stay under wraps.
Okay.
until the baby's born. Yeah.
Dang, I've seen some videos of newborns or like a couple month-year-old babies being thrown into water as swimming lessons.
Yeah.
Have you seen those?
Yeah.
What do you think about that? So basically,
I don't think it's a bad idea.
So basically, it's like I think they're floating lessons to naturally teach the babies how to float, and literally like there's a swimming instructor inside the water in the pool, and their mom or dad is holding the baby, and they just toss it into the water, and you can see the baby sink down and like struggling to get up, and then it's like floating. When I first saw it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, that baby's gonna die!" But like now that I look at it, I'm just like, "Yeah."
I feel like babies are more capable of doing stuff than you think they are. Like obviously, like they're really what's it called? Like they can't do anything for themselves, but you can like help them. And I feel like they understand more than you think they do. They pick up stuff quicker, you know. Like we're trying to have the baby learn how to eat sooner, and like I don't know, be a little bit more lenient and patient with stuff. Like I want to teach the baby to like pour its own shit and like drink out of cups as soon as possible,
so you don't have to do it.
Well, yeah, and I mean if that means that they just end up spilling a whole gallon of or like the Brita thing, or like end up.
Bro, your baby's gonna be picking up the whole Brita.
Or you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
a pitcher or something, a whole pitcher just full of whatever. But like pick it up and like pour it. Like, dude, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're gonna spill it halfway through and be like, oh shit, it's not even going in the cup, and they're gonna try to correct it and then like slip and break.
Yeah, it's just all
But
about.
it's a learning process, you know. They gotta learn. So
Dang, bro, your baby's gonna be walking like 2 months in.
if my baby doesn't know how to do math by 4 months in, I don't want it.
Jeez.
Shit. Nah, but yeah, I'm just trying to be a little bit more patient than most parents.
So have you been like testing yourself, testing your patience recently, like trying to be more patient about anything?
Well, yeah.
I feel like you're already a patient guy.
I am married, so test my patience every day. I do live with a teenager, so
Dang.
I live with a yappy ass dog. So.
No wonder you're so patient.
Yeah, dude. I feel like I'm almost as patient as it can get.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Out of everybody that I know, like friends wise, you're the most patient out of like all of us. That's why I feel like you're the most dad figure out of all of us, just because you're more patient and like, yeah.
Yeah, when I was in Oki in the Marines, I had a couple people accuse me of being high.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it wasn't like yo, like are you high? Like I'm gonna go report you. It was more like all my boys would come up and be like, yo, are you fucking high right now?
Just because you're like,
yeah, because I'll literally just sit there and space out with a smile,
Uh-huh.
you know, because I don't know, I'm like low key a little dumb.
Okay, so maybe you're just dumb, not patient.
No, I'm both. But yeah, I don't know, like I feel like I'll be all right. You know what I mean? I'm just trying not to be too patient to where I'm not involved in like
to where you're not doing anything.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but which I have to find a balance because I tend to be very whatever about stuff. So then next, I'm like, it's been a year and I have done nothing that I told myself I was gonna do. So trying to find that balance, you know.
Yeah. Speaking of that, have you been working out?
Not really.
Bro, what are you doing?
Well, if I'm being honest, mainly because of my back. I'm still trying to heal that thing.
Well, so by working out, I mean like being active. Because I know the past.
I try not to sit down as much as I would in the past. And little stuff like that. I stretch.
I feel like you're doing a way better job at that. Because, I mean, before, excuse me, your back was like completely screwed. Now, if you've been telling me, I mean, we went to go play soccer the other day, so like your back's doing better.
Yeah, but it goes through phases. Like a couple of days, they gave me a steroid shot in my butt.
Oh, really?
Because of the
Pablo's
day
officially drugging.
Yeah, dude, my right ass cheek is gonna be plump, bro. I'm gonna be an IG thought. But yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to take care of my back and trying to let it like heal. And if that takes like a year of me like off of seriously working out just to rehab my back and my shoulder, then so be it, you know. Because then I'll come back with all those what's it called, habits that I built for myself of taking care of my back and my shoulder and just my body, and just add working out on top of that. So yeah,
nice, man. Yeah. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought.
It's okay. Well, taking like a little different turn, and we'll come back to all the other stuff, but something something that happened to me yesterday at work. Well, they did this like I don't know if it's like National PJ Day or something. Okay. Like one of these days that passed, but at work they're like, oh, like you can come in and work in your PJs, just make sure it's work appropriate.
Show up butt ass naked.
Well, I sleep in my undies, so that would have been awkward. And they were giving donuts out. Right, and I'm cool, donuts, and they were giving us 2 donuts per person, and they're like, you can even grab more if you want to, because there's probably going to be extras. So I went, I grabbed my 2. I went into my car for break because that's what I normally do. I ate 1 donut. I'm like, bet I'll save the other one for lunch or for my last break, and then I put it there, and then wait, no, not last break, because I left early that day yesterday because I had a bunch of homework to do and I was stressed. And so during lunch, I ate the second one, right? And then on the way home, got home and then, went out to take the dog on the walk with Karen. And on the way back from the walk, randomly, Karen just goes, I kind of been craving some donuts. And then in my head, I'm like, no way, bro. I'm like, how? Like, what are the chances that I got free donuts? And at work, I was like, this second one, I should probably save it for Karen. But I'm like, she's very picky. I'm going to leave it in the car. It's going to get a little hot. She probably won't want it, you know? So whatever, I'll eat it during lunch. And then she said that. And then in my head, I'm like, no way, dude. I'm like, if that isn't proof that this is a simulation, I don't know what is. You know?
Holy fuck, yeah.
Like somebody controlled her or whatever, sent messages So just randomly out of the blue, just be like,
I want donuts.
Yeah, she was like, no, I've been really craving a donut. And I didn't really acknowledge it. She never brought it up since. And she just said it out of the blue. I'm like, dude, there's no way.
Maybe the universe is telling you, making you feel guilty for eating that second donut and not saving it.
Yeah.
There's times where Gabby's just sitting here and I'm like over there on the table editing, and I hear her say something, and I take my headphones off. I'm like, babe, did you say something? She's like, no, but I was thinking something. I'm like, like, what were you thinking? And then she tells me, like, it's like kind of, she tells me what she was thinking. It was kind of what I heard. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, do you think she was actually said something out loud but didn't realize it?
No,
she was just thinking out loud.
I just feel like, so she's really quiet, right?
Yeah.
So like, like you can never hear her sometimes.
Yeah.
Like there's time I'm like, my awareness is always super high because there's times where I'm sitting over there and she's here and she says something to me in her normal voice, which is like this. So I like keep my awareness really high just in case I hear any little peep. I'm like, yeah. So I feel like when I had my headphones on, if I literally hear anything that's like not from the computer, I think it's her.
Oh.
Like maybe like the fridge turning on. I think it's her. I go like, what?
But still, if she says what she's thinking and you're like, I heard you say that, then what is that?
Or maybe she was messing with me. Maybe she did say it out loud.
Oh. You know what I've noticed?
Huh.
Women are very manipulative, and you don't even know they're doing it, bro.
Yes.
Like you don't even know they're doing it until like.
Do you think they know they're doing it?
Yeah. Well, I feel like a lot of it is. Well, some of it is like subconscious, but I feel like a lot of it is conscious. Like no doubt, and they're probably like, "Oh, these fucking dumbass men!" Like, like they thought this was their idea, but low key, like I implanted that idea for the past 2 months.
Holy fuck.
And I've been hella aware about it recently. Well, I feel like I go through phases with Karen where I'll be like super aware that she's like manipulating me. And then I'll go through and then I'll be like, oh, whatever. It's not that deep. But then I'll catch her saying some shit like, what was it? Oh, like for example, when we went to go on the walk yesterday, Karen knew I had a lot of homework to do, right? But we also had to walk the dog. But I had time to walk the dog with her and still get all my work done. She hates going on walks by herself. So she was, oh, like I'm gonna go take the dog out, but I don't really want to. I'm like, don't worry. I'm like, I'll go. It'll be fun, like whatever. And she was like, no, it's okay. You stay here. You have work to do. That was her way of trying to manipulate me, like guilt trip me into going on a walk with her. Or maybe
you're overthinking it.
No, bro. Trust me. She does it way too often, and I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. I'm like, I have time. I'm gonna go on this walk. I'm like, I want to go on a walk.
Jeez, I feel like Gabby originally did that to me, and I just kind of like didn't take her bullshit. And like so let's say let me put us in your example. Yeah. If she would have said that, I'd be like, okay, go walk the dog. I'll be doing homework. I'm just like, okay.
You're like, okay, have fun.
Because like she originally started when we first moved in together. She started doing that, and then I kind of told him like, if you want me to do something, just tell me straight up. I'm not gonna waste my brain time to try and figure out what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah, dude.
So she, after like, we've been living together for like almost 4 years now.
Yeah.
After a couple years living together, she finally got that. She's like, you know what? I'm just gonna tell him if I need something.
Yeah.
Because I know none of that like, oh, but like
you have to read in between the lines type of shit, and you're like, what do you really want?
I might sound like a bad person, but I don't want to waste my brain power.
Nah, that's okay, dude. I'm learning how to get there because I'll do it sometimes. And she'll just get really mad. I'm just like, oh, fuck it.
I'm like, babe, just literally tell me what you need. Like, literally just say it. I mean, it might be hard sometimes, but like, literally.
But still, but like, the argument I get a lot is like, but why do I have to straight up say it? I'm like, well, what do you mean? So I can know? Like, what do you mean you have to straight up say it? Like, it's way more energy for you to like halfway beat around the bush, say it, and me try to. Like you find it, you know. Like, oh shit, this is what she really meant.
Yeah, you're over here like, no, but what if she meant that? But
yeah, dude. Oh, and that's how they get you. Well, at least get me. And I've been the past, I would say probably like year and a half. I've been really cracking down on it, or trying to at least.
Like, just tell me, like literally, just tell me.
Yeah, or at least more aware.
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like that's how I am with her. I never really beat around the bush. I'm just like, hey, like, can I do this, or can you do this, or like, can we do this? It's not like, can we like maybe do this, but like I don't want to. Like,
Yeah.
no, bro.
So just straight up like,
straight
yo,
to the point. I'm like, can we do this?
yeah, like I just want yes or no so I can move on.
Or like, can you go brush your teeth?
Ooh, got him.
Got him. Nah, I said that once. Never saying it again.
Nah, dude, fuck it. Grow some balls, pussy.
Pablo, go brush your teeth.
I did this morning. No, you gotta tell that to Gabs.
No, I have. I think I did it last week. It did not turn out well. No, she looked at him. She's like, I'm like,
Oh,
what?
really?
I'm just being honest.
You know what helps? A tongue scraper. You know what that is?
Yeah.
That stuff really helps.
Where do you get one?
Online. Where else do you get shit but
The store? Like, is there a specific store that you go to?
I don't know, bro.
Because
Karen
I
orders
doubt
on that
freaking GNC sells them.
Well, yeah, no shit.
What if I show up to GNC and be like, Pablo said there's tongue scrapers. Can I buy one?
Yeah, like, you can scrape this dick on your tongue. But no, yeah, anyway. I'm pretty sure they got them at Walmart.
Dude, my coworker bought 5 pounds of Jolly Ranchers off of Amazon.
What?
And he shows up to work every day with like 5 Jolly Ranchers.
You know what I've been wanting to do?
Oh,
You know the sugar-free gummy bear prank?
no.
There's these sugar-free gummy bears that you can buy.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if they still sell them because this prank's like almost probably like a decade old or something. But if you eat like however much of like sugar-free gummy bears, like you think, oh, but like gummy bears, sugar-free, like cool, you know? But apparently they're like a really big diuretic and you shit your brains. Like you poop like crazy and it's almost like instant.
That would be a funny prank.
And I think that would be funny to play on somebody.
Who?
We ain't saying for the podcast. They're gonna listen.
Yeah.
And then that person's gonna be on high alert from now on.
I've been wanting to do the ghost pepper chip challenge for my YouTube channel. That's why I asked you today.
Picey.
I wasn't gonna because I had asked him if he had any or if we could do a hot wings challenge because we did it before on the podcast, but I wanted to do it on the YouTube channel, but order them off of B-dubs instead of making them here.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. But I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I went onto Amazon and looked up the ghost pepper chip challenge, and the chip itself is like $20. I'm like, you know what? I could get 2 of these. So I just spent $40, do it for the video. So if you're down sometime.
Yeah. Probably after finals, I'm being honest, dude.
Yeah.
I'm a little swamped at the moment. I'm gonna have to like hurry home and start finishing up. Well, not finishing up, but like starting my homework so I can get ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I got 3 tests on Thursday.
This week?
Yeah, this Thursday.
Yikes, dude.
For all 3 classes I have a test in every class. And then next week is like a week of nothing but review.
Uh-huh.
And the week after is finals week. So
are the tests this Thursday not finals?
no.
So you have the tests and then you have your tests for finals for the same classes.
Yeah. So it's like the last test for the class. And then next week is all going to be just review of everything we've ever learned in the semester. And then the following week is just nothing but finals.
Jeez.
Which is nice because, I don't know, because I like finals week because you don't show up to regular class.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a final for your class, you just don't show up until the day of the final. You know, so technically next Thursday for me is the last day of classes. But then a lot of my finals are on fucking Saturday. I'm like, dude, I work. I'm at work. So
Like-
I have to take half days for those days.
Like Saturday is the last day you can take them, or that's the day that's scheduled?
the scheduled day is Saturday.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they should be at the time that you normally have your class and day.
Yeah. I don't know. They do some weird scheduling thing. I'm like, well, why can't you just...
Like, literally a Saturday, there's not even ever any classes during the Saturday unless you're taking some different lab or something.
Yeah. But the nice thing is that my first Saturday exam is my math one, and I can just knock that out super easy. I don't even really have to think about it. So that way I'm not putting energy towards that. And then my next one, my last one is my econ one the following Saturday. And that one's arguably like my second hardest final.
Your econ?
Yeah.
So is that kind of like econ in high school?
No.
It's way worse.
It's a little harder, yeah.
Oh.
I don't really know what's going on.
You're like, it's a little harder. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
Not really, dude. I just feel like it's a lot of made up stuff.
What exactly is it?
It just like economics,
But what do you mean like made up stuff?
It's obviously not made up, but it's just hard to grasp my like the concepts for me. You know, like obviously the simple one, like supply and demand. You know, like that one's like cool. Everyone's got that. You know.
Yeah.
But other stuff of like see, I don't even know. Like I don't even know it well enough to give a simple example.
Damn.
I don't know. Yeah, that class is a little rough.
Is your professor in that class any good?
He's all right. I mean, he's South Korean and has a pretty thick accent.
Oh.
Like his R's, he literally pronounces as L's.
His R's?
So like the word risk, he would pronounce lisk.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. So it's all online, so I have to like pay attention and understand that. At first it was super rough to get used to the way he speaks, but now it's like whatever, you know.
You have to watch it in like slow-mo.
Yeah, but now I play him on like not 2 but like 1.5
I was gonna say,
speed.
are you one of those people that like watch everything like 2 times speed? Because last week when Andy was here, we were looking up on how to do something on the computer, and he looked it up on his YouTube, and he was watching the video, and it was like a 2 times speed. They were talking really fast. I'm like, wow. I was sitting there like, what the heck? And he's just like, like completely understanding everything that they said, and they said it super fast.
I mean, I can understand it. I feel like it's rough to get used to, but once you get used to it, it's not that bad. Like, you'd be surprised how quickly you can pick up information. You know,
I need to try that because I feel like my mind's always bouncing around everywhere. Because I mean, you've probably seen it, bro. My head is like everywhere 90% of the time.
Yeah,
I feel like I need to listen to
audiobooks.
I thought about that actually.
Yeah,
I was gonna hit you up the other day because you wanted to get an audiobook subscription.
Yeah, to Audible.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could pay the Spotify and you can just do the audiobook.
Well, if you can do that, we can just split it.
Oh, the audiobook? Wait, what?
Yeah. Well, because I mean, I already pay for Spotify. You know, that everyone uses. So
I guess I could just get the audiobook subscription and then we just share it. Is that a thing?
I don't know. I'd probably just have to get your login info. Yeah, I don't know. We would have to look into that. I have no clue.
Yeah, I've also been looking into because new, not equipment, but like podcast stuff. So like,
well, like ring lights would be nice.
Yeah,
because
like, I mean? So for example, right now the only light that we're using is the sun, like the outside light.
Yeah, and even then it's just like reflections of water coming in.
Yeah, because when we turn this light's a different color, that light's a different color, the light from the kitchen's a different color.
It's a mess.
It'd be nice to get some standing lights on us because have you seen Graham Stephan's setup?
Yeah.
Or like just any podcast, basically. They usually have the big standing like picture lights on you. That'd be pretty nice to get. So we wouldn't have to worry about like the time of day we're recording or if it's really sunny outside. Because some days when it's really sunny outside, I'm staring at Pablo the whole time. And like this side is just like all sun. And then once I look over here, it's just like a shadow of Pablo in my eyes.
Yeah. That's just God staring back at you.
Yeah. And then Pablo finally got a freaking tripod for his phone.
Well, I've been having that tripod, but Andy hooked me up with the attachment.
Pablo thought it was a specific,
I thought it was a whole new thing, yeah.
A specific attachment for his tripod to hold his phone.
Bro, remember earlier in the episode when I said I was dumb?
And literally Andy, because Andy was like, no, you just unscrew it and then screw it back on. And Bob was like,
yeah, it literally blew my mind so hard.
And you have another tripod now too, right? The one that he gave you?
Yeah, the other one he gave me. Mm-hmm. So now I got 2. That one's a little skinnier and taller. The other one's a little shorter and thicker.
Shit, dude.
Man, you want to get into these would you rathers?
Yeah. I still can't believe you're gonna be a freaking dad,
dude. Tell me about it. I don't know. I go through phases of just like whoa, and then phases of like, oh my god, dude, I'm so stressed. Like, so we'll see. But I've heard that just naturally what happens anyway.
Well, bro, that's probably gonna be the rest of your life. You're gonna be raising a kid. It's gonna be your first time raising a kid.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Well, at least I have the toughest part is apparently like the teenage years, and I already have experience with that, so it'll be all right. I don't know.
I'm trying to find some good ones because when I'm trying to find some good would you rather's because Gabby was telling me that the ones we did last time were kind of crap.
What with Andy? What?
Yeah, like
I thought some of them were all right.
I don't remember which one it was. Oh, about Angelina Jolie's lips or Jennifer Aniston's hair. When we said that, Gabby was like, "That was pointless." I'm like, "Wow, okay." So I'm trying to find some good ones. Okay, this is this one. Would you rather die in 20 years with no regrets or live to 100 with a lot of regrets? So like 20 years from now?
I think 20 years with no regrets.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like dying with regrets is probably one of the worst things that can happen.
Yeah. I agree. 20 years with no regrets. I have one. Okay. I have one at the top of my mind that I saw earlier on TikTok that I want to bring up to you. Okay. So would you rather would you rather have $500,000 right now or 100% or sorry, let me reword this. Would you rather have $500,000 right now or $2 million in 2 years? For like the $2 million in 2 years, you're 100% going to get. Same with the $500,000 right now.
I'll do the $2 million in 2 years, bro.
2 years.
That's the easy choice.
I saw people like he had the guy that was asking the question was interviewing somebody about it.
Yeah.
And they're like $500 right now if you just put it into this, and then if that gets like 20%. And then I read the comments and they're like, yeah, if.
Yeah, exactly.
Like literally
if
the 2 million in 2 years is 100% fact you're getting the 2 million. That's 100% return already.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, there's no way. I mean, yeah, you could probably say that, but realistically, are you gonna do that?
It's like
I'll just continue the way I'm living now for 2 years, and then get rewarded $2 million. You know, I'd probably go into some hella debt because I know I'd pay it off in 2 years. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I just start buying everything I want right now. So then by the time I get the 2 million, I just pay it off, and then now all my 2 million's gone.
Do you think you could spend 2 million in 2 years?
I feel like yeah. I mean, how hard could it be?
Bro, I've seen Mr. Beast's videos. Spending money is kind of hard when you got unlimited amounts. Like those videos where he takes people to Walmart and is like, spend as much money as you want, and like I'll pay for it.
Yeah,
they like literally. Obviously, they go straight to the electronics. But like,
section.
What else do you get?
I mean, besides electronics, yeah. I mean, you're not gonna buy out the grocery section.
Then all the food's gonna go bad. What are you gonna do? Buy out all the bikes? Bro, I'll go straight to the Pokemon section. Heck yeah.
Bro, I'd go straight to the towels, bro.
The towels?
You can never have enough towels.
Okay, next one. Would you rather spend a year at war or a year in prison?
Okay, but in prison, aren't you technically at war? Because every day you're kind of fighting for your life depending on where you're at. I'll do a year in prison in Sweden.
Oh, I heard Sweden's prison's nice.
See? You just got to think a little bit, bro.
But what about...
No, I answered.
Okay. Okay. Because I was going to say, like, what about a war that's, like, not really a war? Like, it's...
Well, yeah, but, I mean, you're still out there. Like the Cold War, that... I mean, it was a war, but wasn't a lot that happened.
Well, we're going to be cellmates in Sweden, then.
Yes, sir. Yeah, as soon as you're like, but I'm like, nope. Answer the question.
Would you rather be gassy on a first date or on your wedding night?
Wedding night.
Wedding night.
Because at that point, you guys should already know each other. You know, you should kind of play it off.
Yeah, but everybody's gonna smell it and shit.
Well, it's a wedding night, so I assume it's just you and.
Well, but like your wedding party goes into the night.
Well, yeah, but when you think of wedding, oh, okay, I guess I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'll still do it because there's a bunch of people I can just blame it on others. No one's gonna assume that the groom is the one taking up the place.
These are all like really easy. I need to find like a specific app that gives me really good ones.
I'm trying to think of some.
If you guys ever have any fun ones that you guys want us to do, just leave it down in the comment section and we'll do it in the next episode.
Yeah. Okay. I guess this one's more like I don't know. Like, would you rather only wear Nike what's it called?
Apparel?
Nike cleats, soccer cleats for the rest of your time, or Adidas?
Ooh. Okay, so I'm pretty biased with this because I've never had Nike cleats. So
Really?
I don't know how they feel.
Oh, really? I mean, I don't think I've had Nike cleats, but I've had Nike indoor boots. And low-key, I kind of like them a lot.
Actually, I think that's a lie. I think I had some blue Nike cleats a while ago.
Well, because right now I have some Pumas.
Those are
low-key,
nice.
They're comfy,
yeah,
dude.
those are nice.
I never thought, because, it's always like Adidas and Nike. But these Pumas are low-key kind of nice. Like, if anything, they're just really tight on the back heel, which I'm hoping loosens out. Because if not, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because they're just super tight on the back because of that padding that's there. But
I think that's just how the shoe's supposed to be, though. Or like maybe just your foot.
But it hurts.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's supposed to hurt that bad. Maybe just a breaking period. Because it like locks my heel down here. And I don't know if it's supposed to do that. Because then it's like I have less maneuverability.
Mobility.
I would assume. No, maneuverability. Like when you maneuver and then the ability.
Isn't that mobility?
Maneuverability.
Bro, that's mobility.
No, maneuverability.
It's like me saying moverability.
No.
Or movability.
Okay, that's not a word.
Exactly.
But maneuverability is.
Bro, just say mobility.
Nah, bro, it's maneuverability.
Okay, last one. Would you rather find your soulmate or your calling? Let's say you're single, you never met Karen.
I think I'm going to do my calling.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I would go with that too.
And the phone. Bling, bling.
Yeah, I would go with calling. Do you want to do one more? Or do you want to?
Ooh, okay. Who's your favorite movie actor?
Ooh, favorite movie actor. It's between Tom Holland and Ryan Reynolds.
Tom Holland and Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
So out of the two, which one would you rather meet?
Ooh, Tom Holland.
Yeah, okay, why?
Why? Because he's freaking Spider-Man, bro.
You're gonna be like, bro. Bro. I did it wrong. I went like this. This is the Hawaiian Spider-Man.
Wait, what?
I had to go, bro.
Oh, right.
I went like this instead of like this. Yeah, this finger didn't get the memo.
Yeah.
So it just became Hawaiian Spider-Man.
What about you?
I don't know. I don't know who my favorite actors are, to be honest.
I feel like you don't watch too many movies.
Nah, bro. And if I do, it's like Disney or Pixar.
Yeah. Who's your favorite animated character?
Probably Goku.
Goku. Oh, but no, I mean like Disney.
You said animated character, bro.
Yeah, but I'm changing it to Disney. Because Goku's easy. But the new Dragon Ball movie's coming out soon.
Well, they moved it back to, I think, June or July.
But that's in Japan.
So when is it here? In April still?
No, it doesn't come out.
It's in May?
So it comes out in Japan first, and then in a couple months, it comes out in the U.S.
Oh. So it'll be here by like August.
Maybe.
Dang it, dude. Right when the semester starts.
Yeah. I'm still going to go watch it.
Yeah, I'll skip class.
Screw
Not
it.
really, dude. I'm too busy next semester.
You're having a kid.
Yeah. And a kid. And I got to work the weekends. Ain't nobody going to see me. We're going to record a bunch of these in the summertime, and nobody's going to see me in the fall.
We're going to have like 10 pre-recorded episodes for the whole fall.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, fuck. I don't know. I'm excited about the end of the year, but it's like, fuck, man. It can get delayed a little bit. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It can take its time showing up.
You feel like everything's coming really fast at you?
I just feel like a lot of it's going to happen during then.
Yeah.
You know, like the baby is going to be a huge thing. I'm going to be balls deep in the school. And then that's when I apply for my program that I'm going to start in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, a lot of work.
That's fun, though. It's nice to stay busy instead of just laying at home watching videos all night or all day.
Yeah. The nice thing is that I have class the Valentine next
semester.
You do? I'm pretty sure the accounting class.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna be an accountant, and he's low-key really good at it. So,
dude, he's got like straight A's on everything.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get a lot of help from him. He's gonna hate me by the end of it.
Bro, in the future, let's just hire him as an accountant.
Bro, low-key, dude, this dude's smart. Yeah, he's really good at it, and a lot of it comes naturally to him. Well, I mean, he says he struggles, but like he knows how to get there. He knows how to find the answer. Like his brain thinks like that. And when I'm doing my accounting homework, I'm just like, dude, I don't even know how this happened.
Yeah.
And I read the text like 10 times, and like I watch like the videos and stuff, and I get it enough to be able to do the homework. But just a lot.
I feel like that's me with everything. I'm the type of person, because when I film my YouTube videos, bro, I mean, you've seen, I take like maybe like, well, I used to take like 7 takes. Yeah. When I was first started, I was like doing it, and then I said something, and then I started, and I'm like, I don't like that. Or like I started, and then I'm like, and I'm like, wait, I can't leave that in. I have to fucking do it again. Yeah. And now it takes me like maybe 3 takes. So I think I progressed from 7 takes to 3 takes, which is pretty good, but
yeah,
it still takes me some takes.
Yeah, which I think is fine. Ain't no worries.
Ain't no worries. All right, man, you got anything else?
Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Nope.
I want chicken wings. By the way, I just had the freaking the day I asked you if you wanted to be a part of the hot spicy chip challenge.
Yeah.
We went to Popeyes and I got a spicy sandwich. I was dying. That spicy sandwich is the spiciest sandwich I've ever had. Well, it's not even the chicken that's spicy, it's the mayo. But I was eating it. I'm like, how the heck am I gonna eat this chip? Like, I literally wanted to freaking like punch something because I was so spiced out.
Well, when we did the hot wing challenge on the pod, like, I mean, the last ones were pretty hot.
Oh, because of the sauce I had.
Yeah, and I don't even know how I would do that ghost pepper one. I would just take it and literally just pray that I don't pass out.
Just pass out and not feel anything.
Oh, low key. Oh, shit,
maybe that's a strap, bro. Just pass out.
That's a strap, bro. As soon as I take it, I just go and, like, you know the trick where you lean against the wall and go,
yeah.
Just hyperventilate.
Just hyperventilate, lay on the couch, and then you wake up and you're not spiced out anymore.
Yeah, dude. You might have a concussion from falling, but at least you won't be spiced out. I just spit everywhere.
Yeah. Well, stay tuned to my channel for whenever we do it. But that concludes the 30th episode of the PG Talk. Like I said, we're going to talk about what we want to do for the 50th episode. Stay tuned. We might do something big. 50 episodes is pretty big anyways. That's more than a year, right?
No, almost a year.
Almost a year.
Because a year has 52 weeks. So it'd be 2 weeks shy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, on that note.
Confirm Donald Trump on the 50th episode.
Confirmed. We get taken down. We'll talk about China.
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 Or however he does it.
All right. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
China.